Hello, I'm Stephen Davis. I'm running for the 44th House District, which is western central Lawrence between Iowa and Wakarusa Streets. It goes south to the city limits and north to 6th Street and I-70, kind of depending where you are. It's the smallest district. I try not to be too self-conscious about that. But, you'll have to apologize. I won't be quite as verbose as I was last time. I visited my little cousins over the holiday weekend, and I think I may have picked up a few cooties. But hopefully my voice will be back to normal for tomorrow's VEC Candidates Forum, the Voter Education Coalition. I hope you'll all watch that. In addition to my race, we'll have the County Commission. All 4 people will speak, and I think that will provide us a great opportunity to see how that's going. Unfortunately, we've kind of had a shadow cast over this event because the past week we've had so much violence. But of course, this isn't the only week we've had violence this year. In fact, if we didn't have violence, that would be the exception. I find myself a little frustrated, as I'm sure most of you do, by the fact that so many people find this acceptable, find this a reasonable risk. All but one of the Republican candidates in the previous conversation they had this week said that no, we need expanded access to gun control, clearly. They find the continued risk of mass shootings to be perfectly fine. And I disagree with that. I felt like we did have a reasonable concealed carry policy. It was repealed by a handful of unscrupulous gun salesmen who felt the need to expand sales as much as possible. I wish that I could be more positive about this. I wish that I could be more optimistic, but I really find anger more than anything else. And I know there are things I would love to talk about first. There are things that I'm more hopeful about. But this is the issue that I'm possibly the most emotional about. And that's what I keep coming back to. I would like to at least remind you all that, that this is not the end, that people are upset, that people in Congress are upset, and we are going to make progress if we take action, if we are upset enough to go out and do what needs to be done. I would like to just remind you all that we do have an important primary coming up, but we have a more important general election, and as a potential candidate in both, I really do believe that this is life and death as well. In terms of other issues, I do hope that you will consider addressing issues of government reform and, of course, the consistent funding crisis. But I don't think that we should let these continued gun violence incidents fall out of our memory, especially in the general election this year. So, again, I wish I could be more optimistic. But, so thank you very much for your time.